It's Van Jones speaking at some forum, and like one after another, there's these protesters that get up and start yelling at him for basically being complicit in the Gaza genocide, and they're like violently thrown out. Calling out Van Jones for making fun of Gazan babies.
That's a lot of people. I would like to provide a toast to Van Jones, a man who started out as a racial justice advocate and is now a stooge for corporate media and a shill for the Israeli government. Making fun of dead Gazan babies.
If you are a young person, you open up your phone and all you see is dead Gaza baby, dead Gaza baby, dead Gaza baby. Right. Diddy. Dead Gaza baby, dead Gaza baby.
Absolutely pathetic to platform a genocide denier.
I love all these people.
I'm here on behalf of the dead Gaza babies. Shame on you, shame on Michael Bennett.
I love it because they should never know peace. Every time they want to poke out their heads in some public forum, we need to be there. Look at him like, bye, I'm gonna smile through it all. Not a good look for this dude.
Colorado when I was 10 months old.
Dude, like you think it's over, like there's another one that comes up.
God bless them, but I got stuff I want to talk about.
He's like, God bless him, but I got stuff I want to talk about. Yeah, look at that.
You can't be children.
I got a chance to spend a great deal of time in the Holy Land. I got a chance to spend time in Gaza.
Thank you, JSF, for feeding our community.
Yes.
How much have you been paid? You're standing on the wrong side of history. You will be judged harshly. You talk about food security. Gazans are starving.
Absolutely feral. You love it. Dude, these people are heroes in my book. This is intense, man.
Because of people like Van Jones. Thank you for leaving it down. It's time to go. It's time to go. We're going. It's time to go. We're going.
And they get detained. Wow, it's intense. What is this?
It's going to be the day the American Civil Rights Movement starts to reclaim our country from white Christians. We're sending these back across the ocean.
The American Crusade begins today, November 18th. We take back Dearborn, Michigan.
We're taking back Dearborn, Michigan.
Hey, these people, they traveled from hundreds of miles outside of Dearborn, Michigan. And they entered the city clearly trying their best to disturb
What are they driving?
the peace so that they could clip farm the footage and continue this shameless false propaganda campaign about Muslims and specifically about the citizens of Dearborn, Michigan. As we'll see in this next clip, after the original organizer of this march actually visited Dearborn and realized for himself that there were lies and false propaganda purposefully being pushed, he did nothing more than simply state these facts. And as a result, people with money who were promoting his campaign flipped and now are supporting this guy.
The American Crusaders! We got no room for cowards! We got no room for traitors!
They're worse than these white men who turned against their own.
How did you get on Anthony's bus?
We're deep. We're everywhere.
Imagine you could be this person or you could just shut the up. You could have literally just stayed home.
This is amazing. His campaign manager fired him 2 days ago when he
He's got the haircut.
came to Dearborn, Michigan, and he
It's a dead giveaway.
bowed down and prostrated before the Islamic temples. His own campaign manager, who bought this bus for him, came to our team. We're not cuckolds here. Fuck the go home.
So after Anthony Hudson
We're not cuckolds. Let's go after the We're not being cucked, I swear. Why do you need to, like, say that? Why did you just have to say that then?
and actually
Never believe something until it's officially denied, right?
visited Dearborn, conducted himself like a mature adult, and saw the false propaganda for what it is, people like this guy, a man who was charged with attacking police with a baseball bat during the January 6th riot at the U.S. Capitol, said that the founding fathers would have stayed alive and
The face of treason. The white spineless jellyfish. Your grandchildren will be and because of weakness. This is the face of cuckoldry in America. This is why our founding fathers, they would have you alive and you.
Wait, what? Why would the founding fathers people alive and burn it? That's a good look. We want to defend that.
You guys don't live like we do. We don't want you in our country. We don't want you here. Respectfully, get the out of my country. You guys are outbreeding insidious parasites on the American way of life. You will never look like us. You will never eat like us.
You will never look like us. Christian love in action. Praise Jesus.
Build buildings like us. You are nothing.
You'll never build buildings like us because you can't build buildings that aren't capable of withstanding javelin missiles that we hurl at them.
You can build nothing, just like President Trump's great American friends have said. You guys are not us. And
President Trump, his great Israeli friends.
Get the fuck out. America first. America only. God bless America. Christ is king. He's right.
Is right. There
President
it is.
Trump for freeing me.
And now that it's all said and done, the false propaganda machine continues. And we find all over social media accounts that are trying to make this guy look like he was anything other than a psychopath, while trying to make the of Dearborn look like the problem. The level of shameless false propaganda is historic.
The American crusade begins today, November 18th. We take back Dearborn, Michigan.
So yes.
Oh my God, dude. You actually had time to do all this? Ow! What a joke. Whitney Webb says, my feeling is that now that it is safe to release the info that Epstein was really a sex trafficker as a side gig and was mainly an intelligence asset of Israel and the United States, a big-time financial criminal on behalf of transnational capital, I would argue transnational organized crime disguised as transnational capital, and an arms trader because the people he was helping have stolen so much of America's wealth and have taken control over so much of that government. That is why even admitting the true breadth of the scandal and operation doesn't even seem to move the needle. Criminals are in charge and they run both parties. They have created the infrastructure for neo-feudalism enforced by technology and are herding us into the corral. Opt out of AI, digital ID, and the surveillance state that Epstein Associates built now because we still can. Crybaby Ben-Gvir says there's no such thing as the Palestinian people. Really? Then who have you been Nobody? It is an invention that has no historical, archaeological, or factual basis. The collection of immigrants from Arab countries to the land of Israel are not a people. So he's basically implicating himself here because Ben-Gvir is an Iraqi Jew. He's literally an Arab Jew, a Mizrahi, as they're called, that immigrated from an Arab country to the land of Israel, the so-called land of Israel. So he's self-reporting. How do they not see this? And certainly they do not deserve a prize for the and the atrocities they have sown everywhere. This is a confirmed terrorist, by the way. This guy was arrested for by Israel, which says a lot. The atrocities they have sown everywhere, and especially from Gaza, the place where they received self-rule. The f does that mean, self-rule? You mean they had the right, they have national and political rights? Because that's not true. The only true solution in Gaza is encouraging voluntary immigration. How do you encourage voluntary immigration? Voluntary means it comes of your own volition. It's your own free will. So you're encouraging it? How are you encouraging it? Oh, that's right, by violence. And certainly not a prize state for which would serve as a base for continued Jewish strength will not be part of any government that agrees to this. I call on the Prime Minister to clarify that the State of Israel will not allow the establishment of a Palestinian state in any form. And I think that Ben-Gvir and Smotrich, by the way, were part of an outlier group of settlers that were very extreme, and I forgot the name, that the faction that they come from, but they were like even outlawed by the Likud party, of which they are members of now. And it was, correct me if I'm wrong, but I think Netanyahu reversed the Israeli judicial decision to outlaw or ban Ben-Gvir's political party, which is a name that escapes me, but maybe one of you guys know. But yeah, he brought them into his coalition by like literally changing the laws in Israel. An investigative report in The Nation reveals that an Israeli real estate company is one of the top companies buying up apartment buildings in the United States and mass evicting American tenants to hike up rent. Wherever possible, they are making ICE do their dirty work. This company, Elko, operates through a housing company called Electra. This company also operates in Jerusalem and the West Bank, where they use the Israeli military and settler groups to forcibly remove indigenous Palestinians from their homes. I feel like indigenous Palestinians is a little redundant, which are then handed over to imported Jews. When we tell you they will eventually do to you what they do to us, we're not being hyperbolic. So an Israeli real estate company buying up apartment buildings and mass evicting American tenants, and they're making ICE do their dirty work. This company, Elko, also does this in Israel, or in Palestine, occupied Palestine, and they use the IDF to do it. So they're literally, I mean, when we talk about how what's being done to the Palestinians is going to be done to us here in the Imperial Core, it's being borne out every day. Look at this about Elko. Elko is a leading Israeli company, owner of the Electra super brand. Rooted in industry, Elko's companies today touch many lives at a variety of junctions: construction, infrastructure, consumer electronics, telecommunications, entertainment, and more. Thanks for watching, and please like and subscribe to the page to help it grow. And if you'd like to support my work, join my Patreon for exclusive content.